Hi, Preston Sandlin here, and today we're going to be looking at what we look for on a pre-drywall inspection. This house here is at a pre-drywall stage. This is basically when all the framing's been done, the rough plumbing, the rough HVAC, and the roughing of the electrical. It's the time before they put up the drywall, because after this they put in the insulation, then they put up the drywall. This is a good time when we can see all of that, because once they put up the drywall you can't see all that. So today we're just going to kind of look and take a look at some of the things and see how we're going along here. Pre-drywall inspection. So let's take a look. So obviously they're still doing a little bit of framing here. This is leftover. What you see here is they've got some of the wrap weatherboarding on the outside, you know, to make it a little bit more energy efficient. They're not completely finished framing, I don't think, but they're definitely getting there. It's going to be a 3-car garage, as you can see. It rained last night. Entrance to the crawl space through the garage. Not a real big fan of that, but it's not anything wrong with it. And it did rain, so yes, there is a little bit of wetness here. So we look at, wow, it really did get some rain in here. Yikes, I hope nothing warps or anything. Still leaking. But what we're looking for on the pre-drywall, we're looking for any of the studs, first and foremost, to be that are warped or anything. I don't think everything here is done. They actually haven't roughed in the electrical yet, so we're gonna have to come back. They're still framing this house. We'll look at another one pretty soon. But obviously, and they need to get a roof on this thing pretty soon. But you can see this is load bearing here. You can see all the multiple studs holding that up. That's definitely a load bearing wall there. But again, we're looking for, yeah, they haven't got any of the mechanical systems in this house yet. I spoke a little too soon early. So we're just looking at framing right now. And then eventually, see, they'll run some electrical wiring through it, and they're going to have, they'll put these little protection things where all the wiring comes. But yeah, they're still just framing this. Looks like it's going to be a pretty nice house. They haven't done the porch yet here. That's going to be a dirt-filled porch. Another thing you want to look out for is to make sure that they're going to pour concrete over this, that there's not any trash or, you know, excess boards, because that'll be, you know, sometimes they leave that, kind of becomes a trash bin before they pour in the concrete, and that becomes food for termites. That's another thing around the construction site. You want to just make sure that, you know, around all the edges, all the trash wood is picked up, and, you know, all the concrete, that it's not left or buried over in the yard. So I'm going to look just a little bit more. I don't want to spend, you know, waste all you guys watching this, because it gets really boring when I go wood to wood to wood, you know, each one. I don't see any boards right off the top of my, you know, anything quite out of the ordinary. We'll just take a look upstairs real quick. But we'll come back to this house after the electrical and, you know, the plumbing and all that has been roughed in. Let's just take a really quick look here upstairs. It's going to be a nice house. Hope sure this is all roughed in pretty well. As you can see here, it's kind of an oval shape there. Looks pretty good, and looks like they're going to have a deck out here, walkout deck. That's going to be really nice there. But still got a lot of work to do before it's ready to be inspected. Man, they need to get a roof on this thing, though. It's leaking water all over the place. But we'll talk a little bit more about that. But if you're ever building a house, you know, you want to come out and take a look at it. Make sure none of the studs are crooked or really badly damaged. You're not getting a lot of water leakage or anything like that. And that they're cleaning up the wood debris around. If I had a level with me, I'd kind of check some of the flooring and stuff and see how that is. But so far, so good. This is just not quite ready for a pre-drywall inspection. This has been Preston Sandlin with Home Inspection Carolina. Thank you guys for watching.